Stay focused and persevere, just like Nehemiah did.
To come down every time distraction, fear, or fatigue tries to pull you away. Think ahead. Imagine the things that might threaten to keep you from moving forward. In the Old Testament, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 26 says, "Ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure." And in the New Testament, in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15, it calls back to this. "Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise." By the way, there are a lot of other verses that share this same sentiment, but here's how this looks practically for your health and wellness. What will you do when you're tired? When the scale doesn't move? When you throw out your back resistance training or sprain your ankle walking down the sidewalk? Prepare your response before the moment arrives. When adversity shows up, it won't shock you into quitting. You'll recognize it as part of the path moving you forward. We need only to look at Nehemiah for a biblical example of this. He wasn't chasing comfort. He was rebuilding walls in a hostile environment. As soon as the work started, the resistance showed up. Mockery, threats, discouragement. The enemies tried to wear the people down mentally before they ever attacked them physically. That's how your enemy works too. He wants to wear you down with the slow drip of resistance. But Nehemiah and the people refused to quit. They didn't just have enthusiasm, they had resolve. When the threats intensified, Nehemiah didn't panic. In Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 9, we see his response. "And we prayed to our God and set a guard as a protection against them day and night." Prayer and action, faith and vigilance. And when he was pressured to abandon the work to meet his enemies, for they were planning to kill him, he gave the ultimate answer. "I am doing a great work and I cannot come down." That's Nehemiah chapter 6, verse 3. That's perseverance, knowing what God has called you to build and refusing to come down every time distraction, fear, or fatigue tries to pull you away. Nehemiah finished because he stayed on the wall. He finished because he persisted in the work that God had for him.